would you describe how to set goals with parents and how to share the learning goals of a child so that they can work together in partnership? As we were just talking then, if a parent's not aware of their child's learning goals, it's difficult for them to be able to understand how to support their child at home. So can you share some examples of how teachers can set goals with parents and with the student so they're all on the same page?
Well, from a parent's perspective, here's my advice for sharing information like that. It's helpful to think about sharing information in terms of like a triangle, tiering information. So at the bottom level, what we want to do is be able to share the minimal basic information that parents need to support learning at home. And so you always have to think to yourself, what are the 3 things they need to know? Because chances are that's all they're going to remember, even if we give them 5, right? So what is the basic information that all parents need to support learning? And then we can get a little deeper at that second tier, or, we can give a little bit more information for parents who want to know more, or if there's parents we have to reach out to in a different way, or explain it in a different way to bring about understanding. And then at that top tier are kind of those one-on-one, really more complex conversations. If we can start by just saying the basic information that allows a parent to participate, then we can open ourselves. They have enough information to be able to ask questions, which can help, then get to that second tier. I think it's important to be really aware of the words we use during these types of conversations, because the words we use around school goals, words like fluency and post-secondary and words like that, those are not words that parents know. Those are not words they're using down at the grocery. So we need to be really aware that we are not using that edgy speak and those words. And again, we always have to be thinking about that partnership tone. I think when it comes, so once you've brought parents into the learning and kind of taken the veil off of what you do, then you set goals together by more, here's what I was thinking, what do you think? And then really trying to incorporate the learning into the parent's busy day, and giving them a lot of choice in that. So, tell me about your day. When are the times you're with your child? And then they, perhaps they're saying, oh gosh, when I pick them up from school, or, on the weekends when we're coming home from our church celebration or our religious service, I've got this time in the car. And so, is it possible for you to ask a couple questions to deepen, your child's comprehension around a story or something like that? I think trying to work it into their busy day, setting those goals together, is really important. If you give parents choice, they're more likely to do it. If you make it easy, work it into what they're already doing, they're more likely to do it. And if you connect it to the teaching and learning that they are already doing in the home. I mean, parents teach their kids all day long. So if we're able to explain the goals very clearly and concisely, we can help parents figure out how to help meet those goals with the stuff they're doing every day.
Yeah.
So if you've got a child that's working on a lesson on college and career, let's say they're just in first grade, and you had a lesson where you took them through jobs in the school. So you're just trying to get children thinking about, well, that's a job and that's a job and that's a job, right? You could sit down with a parent and create a simple learning at home activity that says, if possible, as you're, traveling around your neighborhood with your child, point out different jobs. I mean, that is something that, all
Easy.
parents do, right? So you're like, look at that car dealership. That man sells cars. What do you think it takes to be able to sell a car, right? Or, that you love singing. Did you hear how this person was singing? What do you think it takes to be a singer? Or, I mean, little
Very
stuff.
simple conversations.
Yeah. They don't even know that they're teaching, but if we're able to explain the clear goal and set that goal together and help parents make that connection, they'll do it.
Yeah, and that's about communicating learning in real time, what the children are learning currently at school, and how those conversations at home support their comprehension of what they're learning at school.